Hello, I forgot to show you this really important instructions for your radial gradient for your background. So I'm going to make just a separate video just for this alone, okay? So I forgot to show this to you and I really wanted to show this to you. So this looks really nice behind faces because it really does create that focal point, and it's a really popular vector design. So I wanted to show this to you. So for this picture here, I did a marquee, I did a elliptical marquee tool, but you also could do it with a rectangular marquee tool as well, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do this. This one is light going to dark. I'm going to show you how to do dark going to light, okay? And then we'll talk about what it looks like. Okay, so you have so right now I just have my portrait on a transparent background. I also have the cast shadow on a transparent background, and I'm going to just make a new layer. I'm going to drag that new layer down and put it underneath. Now, if for some reason you have white on your bottom layer, I'm just going to fill that with white. If for some reason when you make your new layer or your bottom background layer is white and you want to get rid of the white, you can just come up here, unlock it, come up here and go select all. So now everything is selected on this white background, and then just hit delete and then you get rid of it, and then Command D. Okay, so right now we're just going to start doing the circular design. Okay, so I'm just going to go over here, grab my elliptical marquee tool. I want my circle to be getting bigger from like the size of his head. So I'm just going to come out here with my cursor, click on my paper, hold down Shift and Option, and then drag out. So I want my circle to be about that size. And I'm going to just fill it with black. Black is my foreground. I'm just going to do Option Delete, fill it, Command D. Now, because I am on a transparent background, I can grab my Move tool and I can move it to where I want it to go. So I'm just going to say I want it to be about right like that, I guess. Let's maybe move it over with my arrows. Okay, something like that. Okay, so now I have one circle here. So all you have to do then is come over here to this layer and duplicate it. So Command J. Okay, so it's the exact same size. You can either drag that down or you can just come down to this one because they're the exact same thing. And then I'm going to do Command. Let's see, what do I want to do? I'm just going to do Command Thumbnail, Command and Thumbnail. That selects this one right here. I'm going to do all of this in gray so that way it's easier for me to show it to you. But you could do this with colors if you want. I'm just going to do it in grays. Okay. So I'm going to go to that one there and then hit OK. And then I'm going to fill it, Option Delete. I can see that it changed here, but you don't see it because it's sitting right behind. So now I'm going to scale it out. I'm going to do Command T for the transform tool. I'm going to grab my corner. I'm going to hold down Shift and Option, and I'm going to drag it out. Okay, so it's going to look about that size, and then hit the check mark or Enter. Okay, Command D. Okay, same thing. You're going to do that again. Come over here. You're going to duplicate it, Command J. And then since they're the exact same thing, I'm just going to come down here, go to my thumbnail, Command Thumbnail. Okay, I'm going to make this one here a lighter color. Go over here to my color. Come over here now to that one. Go hit OK. Fill it. Since it's selected, I'm just going to do Option Delete, fills it. Okay, you don't see any change because it's sitting right behind. Then I have to make it bigger, Command T. And I'm going to come over here, hold down Shift and Option, and drag it. Oh, you know what? Let's see. That was weird. Let's see. Maybe with the 2020 version, let's see, Command T. Maybe I just want to hold Option. Hold Option, I think, is better. Just holding down Option is better. Okay, so that one, and then do the check mark or Enter. And I have that size, Command D. I'm still getting used to the 2020 version, so I'm still used to saying like the wrong things. Okay, so over here again, here I am. go find your layer here. You're going to duplicate it, Command J. Okay, and we're going to come down here to this one. We're going to Command Thumbnail. We're going to make it lighter. Come over here to your, and you could do this with reds or blues or yellows. You could do it with any color. I'm just doing gray because it's the easiest one for you to see in my video. And then I'm going to come here to that color, hit OK. I'm going to fill it. Option Delete is the shortcut to fill. Command T is the shortcut for transform. I'm going to go here, hold on my Option key and just make it bigger like that. And then do my, you know what? I don't even think I even actually need to even hold down Option. I think now the 2020 version is like, it scales it perfectly for you, I think. So I think maybe you don't even need to hold down anything. Command D to deselect. Okay, so there you have that one. And now I'm going to actually just make a brand new layer. I'm going to drag it down underneath. I'm just going to fill this with white because that's my next color. So since white is my background, the shortcut for filling with your background is Command Delete. And there's my white. Okay, and you could see my shadow is on. There's my shadow. Okay, and if you want to move these around, you can move them around. Okay, something like that. Okay, so there is my circle design. So, and like I said, you know, you have the control. You can make any of these different colors. Don't forget that you can change them at any time. You can come over here. You can just come down here to your adjustment layer and you can go to solid color and you could just change the color if you want. Now it's going to change all of it because right now I don't have my clipping mask on, but if I go to clipping mask, it's only going to change that one circle here. Okay. So, you know, you can change all those colors. Okay. You can do that all the way through. Let me just get rid of that one. Also, another thing you could do, if you want, you can come down here and go to invert. Okay, and because it's on top of everything, it's changing everything. If I only wanted to change the inner circle, then I have it only clipped to this circle. Okay, but if I wanted to change everything, release clipping masks and it changes everything. Okay, so and then you have more options than that. Okay, so then let's say I want to come up here and change the color again. Let's see, now I want to do the reds. Okay, and then I want to come over here, go to overlay. You know, you can do something like that. Okay. Let me turn that off. Also, I had these in here just to show you. If you want to do clouds and set them on top, you can go up here, scroll down. You know, what does it look like? What does it look like if I have the red on it? And then play around with your blend modes. You know, all those options. There's a ton of options there for you. If I turn off that and do my starburst, what does it look like if I have my starburst on there? You know, you have all those different options coming through here. And then don't forget that if you like something, you also can come over here and change the opacity. You can make it, you know, less opaque. Less opaque looks like that. If I bring it up, I still have some rays, but I still have a little bit. So you can play around with all that. So anyway, I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Let's see. If I have this over here, so wait a minute, let me go back over here to this one. So if I turn off my invert, then you have that. Let's see. There's the clouds. No, but I don't know. I don't think I like it like that. I like it the other way. So I would probably put on invert and do that. I think that makes more sense to this picture. Maybe something like that would be fine. And then let me go back over here to this one. So I was playing around with this one earlier, and I also was like, I really do like this look, but then I thought, well, what if I duplicated the background and brought it up here and sort of brought some color into it, and then I went over here to my blend mode, I made it darken. What if I just put a gradient on top, and my gradient is also set to darken? I give it, so if I turn that off, it looks like that. If I turn it on, it looks like that. I'm like, well, you could play around. You could do a ton of things with this. So just wanted to show you how to make a gradient, a radial design behind your person in case you're interested. Now, remember, you also could do squares the same way, but this just sort of shows you how to do it. Okay, it's very easy, shows you how to do that, and have fun, play around with it. And that's it for this video. Okay, I will see you in school. Okay, goodbye.